not the biggest crowd in the world, but there's a decent contingent of UK fans down here. Just how great it is, having a fan base. Travis.
That was fun. They came out, they represented, we heard them, and they gave us a little bit of a boost. Now, it wasn't our best performance, but we got some juice from them. And even when Florida, made a run, we were aided by obviously them weathering the storm, but also because we had a good contingency here supporting us. So that's our goal. Kentucky is a basketball state. And obviously, there's a lot of history on the other side, and we want to do our best to create some history on our side so people can get excited about it.
How would, or Georgia, I'll ask this to you. How, you're just talking about how it wasn't y'all's best game, but you still came down here and won fairly handily. Just maybe how much comfort or how good is that to know that you don't have to always play, at 110% your best for you to come out with games?
I think it's just us and what we demand of ourselves and the excellence that we set for ourselves, It's kind of tough to say that we don't have to give 110% effort because
Or I didn't mean like I meant like
Yeah.
you don't have to play up to your best.
Yeah, it's kind of a compliment, but it doesn't really make you feel good because it's
Sure.
like every single time it should be, opportunity for us to just show what we're made of. And I think, for us, it's, we want to be, we don't want to have excuses. We don't want to be the new team or we don't have chemistry or whatever because we have great chemistry. And I think the run that we're hitting right now, it feels really good and it feels a lot more natural than it did potentially in the start of the season. So things are slowly coming together and you're never going to be perfect and you can always expect perfection. But Coach Brooks has told me many times that would just drive you crazy. So as long as you reach for it, you'll be great in the process.
Coach, you talked about, how you wanted to see Florida Silva get something like SEC. It's what you brought for 15 minutes tonight. What'd you like her?
Yeah, I mean, she did some good things, but she also did some things that she'll watch in the film and learn to get better. She's got to be a presence inside for us, obviously, with her 6'7" frame. She's got to be able to now, she didn't have to block every shot, but if she can help alter the shot and then get back and get in rebound position, I think that helps us a lot. So all she has to do is watch Clara Strack do it. Clara does a tremendous job of that. So, but her third SEC game. We're going to rely on her more and more, and we need her production. We need her minutes, and came in with 6 points. But we need her more presence, more present on the rebounding and the defensive end.
How do you feel just kind of in general, just you're 3 games into the SEC? I know you've been talking how you've been feeling good. Just I'm sure that's how you feel now, but just what are your vibes? Kind of just 3 games in, getting your feet in the water.
It's a different league. Obviously, every time we go to a venue, I'm probably there for the first time. It's the first time I've ever been to the University of Florida. We're just trying to get used to it. I think Georgia alluded to it a few games back. We're almost naive. We're just, okay, hey, let's go into this venue. And if we just focus on ourselves, and we focus on ourselves, and that's something that this group is doing a really good job of, and just trying to continue to get better and better and better. That's the main thing. Make the main thing the main thing. But it's a she'll probably attest to this. It's a physical league. And everyone's trying to play pretty much the same way, the 3 opponents that we've had. And so it's just something that we've gotten used to, but I think we're equipped for it because we do a tremendous job of secondary passing, when they want to trap, and then we have a 4-on-4-on-3 situation. We usually find the open person. So I think we've handled it well, but I know every game is going to present different challenges.
Georgia, you had 18, and he talked about kind of after that North Carolina game, like wanting to be more aggressive offensively, but you still have these great teammates around you. What's it been like trying to find that balance of getting them out, be aggressive offensively, but also dish the rock when you need to find that best shot?
They're complementary. It helps each other. Even in North Carolina, I think I was passing the way I could because I wasn't being aggressive. And I think it gets to a point, and Coach Brooks and I have individuals, and he'll say, I don't even know what it is in my brain that tells me to shoot or pass it, but it just happens. So just the aggressive movements, the change of pace, the quickness, that helps with my overall decision making.
And she's going to continue to get better. Scenario. There are times when she's phenomenal at it, and there's sometimes where she's got a little bit of a glitch. And it's just her learning a different method of playing. She's a facilitator by nature. And now it's okay, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. And there's a couple of times a night where she probably got caught in between, do I pass it or take a shot? And she shot some funky shots that I've never seen her shoot before. But it's just something that she's naturally getting and understanding. But she's got complementary players around her, probably like she's never had before. It may be the best passing team that I've had. And that's something that we wanted to put together as a great passing team because when she gets it out of her hands, it usually goes to someone else who can make a play. And that takes a lot of stress off of her. And also, too, this is a luxury that she hasn't had before. Um, Usually when we inbound the basketball and it's not to her, I'm screaming at her, go get it, go get it, go get it. But now we're okay with Tiani bringing it up, D-Law bringing it up, or even tonight when Clara brought it up, she got fouled. I mean, I was perfectly fine with that. So I think that helps her a lot, and that's something that she's enjoying.
The next question's from Zoom, and y'all can go ahead.
For both of you
Coach,
all,
you guys had
go ahead.
Coach,
Go ahead, Tanya.
you guys had 13 steals and 25 points off turnover tonight. Can you just talk a little bit about your defensive efficiency and intensity tonight?
Yeah, that wasn't the intent. The intent was to make sure we went out and guarded the paint, and we did it. We did an exceptional job, especially in the first half. And we found ourselves in some great situations, great position. Georgia had a few, and then they led to points, which was really a bonus for us. So, our philosophy is to guard the paint, but we did a really good job of understanding what Florida was trying to do, especially early on. We took it away, and not only did we take it away, we were able to capitalize with some steals and some points off of it. So that was definitely a bonus for us. Not sure that's going to be our philosophy all the time, but we did a really good job of that tonight.
I would say also our emphasis has been getting to the 50-50 ball. So we might not always be going for steals, but Rad had the scout today, and we just know in games like this, like if there's a chance to pick up the ball or I don't know, just those 50-50 balls like that can make a good lead greater. So I think we've been more emphasis on that.
Hey, Georgia, just sorry about your recent loss, by the way, but just curious, do you ever get frustrated with Coach Brooks, or are you always as good with him as what you seem to be? Or are there times you think, he's a little much sometimes?
No, no. And I think in times where maybe I have like doubts or second guessing things and he believes in me so much, I might be like, you're thinking too much of me, but I think I meet it every single time. He's put the belief in me, and as long as I have one person believing in me, then, it feels good and it gives me the confidence to keep on doing what I'm doing.
Georgia, you guys had a pretty good idea that at some point Florida would deliver a punch and you guys would have to take it. Can you talk about prepping for that and what wasn't clicking in that third quarter?
Yeah, I mean, we watched the scout and they placed emphasis on it plenty of times that they're a team in the second half that can cut big leads down. They did it in their previous games, and I mean, we knew it was coming, but I think we have to definitely do a better job at first of all stopping it when it begins and realize who they're going to. That it was one player the whole time, and it was kind of the same play that they're running the whole night. So I think we need to do a better job at like I just taking things away or being more aggressive or just being more aware, beating them to spots. I don't know what it is. Playing with a little bit more intensity and just not letting that energy, diminish us.
I was a little bit concerned. We lost our juice when Tiani and Amelia both got their second fouls. We were just trying to get to halftime, it felt like. And then when we started off the second half, I thought they were a little tentative, playing not to foul as opposed to being aggressive and just playing basketball. So I just thought we were a little bit we lost rhythm. We lost rhythm probably halfway through the second quarter, and we really never got it back. We just kind of hit some big shots when we needed to. They cut it to 11, and this is a growing moment for us. I didn't call timeout because they have to learn, how to weather the storm by themselves, and they did so. And I think Tiani stepped up and hit a big three, and then Deja Lost followed that with a big three. So there was a lot of growing up tonight and understanding each other and not getting rattled.
Tammy can correct me if this is wrong, but I think 14-1's tied for the best start in program history. What does that mean to you guys?
You know what? We're enjoying it. We're enjoying every second of it. But honestly, and I'm not trying to be smug or anything, but we've had a lot of success in the past, and there's an expectation, and we don't look ahead. We don't look behind. Where are we in the moment? And the moment is we were playing Florida, and we wanted to be the best that we can be. If you take care of that, Then you can go on and you get ready for Auburn, and you take them one at a time. So we're very pleased with where we are, and we feel like that we're positioning ourselves to be contenders. And but you can only do it one game at a time. I'm sure I'll look back on it one day and say, "Oh man, we were 14-1 at that point," and enjoy it. But a coach's mentality, a competitor's mentality is you go through it, you put it to rest, and then you're on to the next one. And we'll enjoy anything that happens positive later on in the spring.
Kenny, other than best point guards here in the history of the program, what makes for a good road team? I mean, these are two huge wins on the road.
They are. You have to get here. You have to understand it's a business trip. We treat it. My staff is phenomenal and everything that they do. So there's no distractions. And we come in. I think the last thing we say is Verbo. We're going to rent the place out for the weekend. And we got to make it like a home. And we've been fortunate. We went to Vanderbilt and we came here, and there was a contingency of Big Blue Nation out here representing and helping us. So, but we have a really good routine. We have a really good routine. The kids understand it. They understand it's business mixed with it with a little bit of pleasure. It's work for us, and we come out here and we execute. So we like it, and that's what we'll continue to do.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.